Yo, what I really do, DC gang, welcome back to the channel, my boys, my gangsters. As always, I hope you guys are having a great day out there, gang. So with that being said, before we get into the video and all the shenanigans, I actually gotta tell you guys certain things, so bear with me for a quick second. Basically, I haven't had internet for the past 2 days. I don't have real internet. I have a T-Mobile box. It has a SIM card in it, or a chip, whatever you want to call it, and that's how I get my internet, and that box got messed up. So for the past 2 days, I haven't really been able to play Yu-Gi-Oh! I tried yesterday. I had a little bit of really bad internet, and I legitimately could not win a single game with any deck that I played because I would just disconnect. So I'm letting you guys know that because I just got my internet back today, and I decided to play this deck right here because I think the concept of it is really cool, and the way I think it will work is amazing, which I have 2 replays, which is going to show you certain things that I think you guys enjoy. For example, we actually got to activate all 3 of these effects. I got Super Poly 3 times, well, almost 3 times, 2 times, and then he tried it with Verte, which you're going to see, which I think you guys are going to find it funny. So a lot of synergy and cool stuff with the deck, but again, I've only had 2 replays for you guys because I just got the internet back about 2 hours ago. I just wanted to show you what I got because I wanted to drop a video for you guys today. Let me know if you guys want to see more stuff from this specific deck list. If not, then I'll move on to something else because I just want to test it out and see how it will work. So with that being said, if you guys enjoy the content, please remember to leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe to the boy because I would greatly appreciate it. So with that being said, we're playing 3 effect veilers. Now again, I haven't done a lot of testing with the deck, but the main reason why I'm playing 3 effect veilers is because I already know the deck is gonna be dookie going second. It's not gonna be that great. We don't have a lot of going second place. Now if you can make some HORUS shenanigans, because I've done it before where I special summon all four of these these monsters right here, and you'll have a field day. It's extremely fun special summoning all 4 of them to just slap people, which is one of the reasons why I want to play the Dragoon package, which, you know, but I don't think I have enough space in the extra deck. That's one of the things about this extra deck, is that it's really tight. So we run 3 effect veilers just to negate shenanigans during our opponent's turn, and we run 3 of them because we discard in this deck to send cards to the graveyard or to search out shenanigans with our field spell, or with the golden air to special summon it. So that's why we play 3, so that way if we have to discard 1 or 2, we're not too worried about it because then we have 2 copies, right? And then we don't care about the fact that it's a tuner. Then we're gonna play 3 Max C because this engine is actually fair. This engine was built to be an engine within itself, and it was built to be a fair engine, not like everything else that we have in the game. Like, look at Snake Eyes. Snake Eyes doesn't have a single monster in this deck that says Snake Eyes. Well, not a single boss monster. Everything that the deck plays is generic monsters. It doesn't have a single boss monster that says Snake Eyes in it, and to me, that sucks. Now, mind you, I don't have anything against Snake Eyes. It is what it is. I played the deck. Well, I haven't played it in a bit, but I played the deck. It is what it is. I blame Konami for the shenanigans. But it's sad because look at this deck right here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 boss monsters, because they're all technically boss monsters, that are within the engine. They have his name. It says Plunder Patrol on it. Why can we get back to this, Konami? Either way, not to go on a rant, but we play 3 Maxis because we benefit from it due to the fact that we want to draw more Plunder Patrol cards, so that way we could go into more ships. The more ships we go into, the more Plunder Patrol cards we need in the hand, so that way we could activate those ships, right? Which in one of the 2 replays that I'm going to show you, you're going to see why that's important. So that's why we run 3 Maxis, because again, it's basically 2 old engines together. Either way, we're going to play 3 Ash Blossoms for Ash Blossom reasons. We only use it to stop Maxi or any other shenanigans because we don't care about the fact that it's a tuner. We can't do anything or go into any synchro summons with Ash Blossom in this deck. Then we're gonna run 3 Whitebeard because Whitebeard is one of the most important cards in the deck, because you get to send it to the graveyard to special summon another Whitebeard, and then during opponent's turns, if you have this thing on the field, you use it to go into one of your ships, and then if it goes into the graveyard again, you special summon. Most of the time you're gonna special summon your Redbeard, so that way you could go into another ship. So as we run 3 of it, we don't want to run 3 Redbeards because Redbeard, on your turn, it doesn't do all that much. It just doesn't do all that much. You actually don't want to draw into this thing. You always want to special summon it. The only time you might want to draw into it if it's like you went into a ship using it, it went to the grave and you attach it to the ship. Other than that, nah, you don't really want this at 3. Then we run 2 blue beers, and this one in this specific deck list, I'm thinking about bumping it up to 3. mainly because I'm gonna show you the synergy when I'm over the deck list, so you guys know what I'm talking about. But we played it at 2, and I'm gonna tell you why in a second. Now, mind you, you get to draw a card if this thing goes to the graveyard. You send cards to the graveyard in the deck, you draw 1, it's really good. Then we're gonna run 3 Golden Airs, because Golden Air is one of the main combo extenders, starters, whatever you want to call it. It works for both things. So a lot of times you just want to send it to the graveyard, send another card to the graveyard to special summon it, which again, you're playing HORUS, and some of your Plunder Patrol cards like being in the graveyard. So we played at 3. Then we played through 2 Black Eyes. And we played 2 Black Eyes just to recycle our Plunder Patrol cards from the graveyard so we could special summon this thing. Now, this locks you into Plunder Patrol cards. This locks you into Plunder Patrol cards. Almost all of your Plunder Patrol cards lock you into Plunder Patrol cards. So it's mainly the second effects that do that. The first effects, no. This first effect, yes, because you're going to activate it, you special summon it, you're locked into Plunder Patrols. Make sure you read this if you're going to play the deck. And yeah, so that's where we played at 2. So then from there, we're going to run 3 Imseti Glory of the HORUS. Now, if you're free to play, I'm going to give you a piece of advice. If you're free to play and you really want to get HORUS cards, I would recommend you save your gems. Now, not because they completely suck, they're kind of good, they do certain things, but for this thing to be a UR and this thing to be a UR, Konami is just super greedy, because these cards are not even that good for them to be like this, right? Now, essentially, again, if you're free to play, this is too expensive for me to even tell you to go get, because it's not worth it. Now, I'm gonna do the testing for you so you know how that works, and then you get to choose if they're worth it or not. But any cards that require your opponent to interact with them for them to activate their effect suck, in my opinion. So we run 3 of these things because, again, you want to send cards to the graveyard, then you get to draw a card. You could basically kind of, in a sense, draw 3 with this deck, because if you activate this, send your Bluebeard to the graveyard, right? You're gonna search out your King Sarcophagus, and then you're gonna draw a card, and then you get to send another card to the graveyard with your Bluebeard to draw into another card, which can be really good, because if you're drawing to more HORUS monsters, you send it to the graveyard, you special summon it, you make level 8 exceeds, or you could use them to link into IP Masquerena, and then you can make an SP Little Knight during your opponent's turn. Really cool stuff. Then we're gonna run 1 Duamutif. I don't mean to butcher this, I'm actually trying to Duamutif. We run 1 of those. We basically just run 1 of each. We run the Happy, and then we run the Quensemuf, Protection of the HORUS. So we run all 3 of them, and we actually got to pop off with their effects, and you're gonna see it. So then we got 1 Nibiru, again, because the deck going second kind of sucks. Nibiru also will body this deck. Luckily for us, if we do open up with HORUS, we make the number 90, and then we're protected from Nibiru, right, which is really good also for the deck. Then we're gonna run 1 Harpy Feather Duster, because we don't have any back or removal except for one of our ships. And then Harpy Feather Duster is just extremely good right now. You want to draw into that thing. We play 2 Triple Tactic Talent for the same reason. You want to draw more cards, take over an opponent monster, look at your opponent's hand, all of that good stuff, yada yada yada. Triple Tactic is really good, especially against Little Knight as well. Then we're gonna run 3 Plunder Patrol Shipyards, because you can't send this as calls for your ships, and then on top of that is your field spell. It's gonna search you out more Plunder shenanigans. It's really good. It's gonna give your Plunder cards an attack boost, so that's why I played at 3. And I am playing 1 Wall of the Imperial Tome, again, because you don't mind sending this to the graveyard, you don't mind sending this to the graveyard, and sometimes you don't mind sending this to the graveyard. Now, the one thing that you got to be mindful of is that if you send the Whitebeard to the graveyard and you activate his graveyard effect, you can't special summon your HORUS cards from the graveyard. So if you're playing this deck, you have to do the HORUS shenanigans first, then the Plunder shenanigans. Or you could just make sure that you have 2 level 8s to go into your 90, and then you start your Plunder shenanigans. So that's why we play this thing at 1, mainly to, just in case we don't open up with the HORUS and we have a lot of Plunder Patrol cards, and we, start our combo that way. And then I am playing 2 King Sarcophagus. You could play it at 1, but I actually find it really good to play it at 2, because if you open up with this, with one of your Sarcophagus and the Imseti, then it's not that great. But if you open up with King Sarcophagus, Imseti, and you have another copy, then you send both of them to the graveyard, you draw into this, and you draw into a card, which is really good for the deck thinning as well. So that's why I run 2 of those. Then we run 2 Call by the Graves, 1 Cross-Eyed Designate, and Infinite Impermanence, again, for going second shenanigans. That's the package. Now, for the extra deck, you could basically, all you need is 2 of these, 2 of these, 1 of this, 2 of this, and then the rest of it, well, 2 of these at least. The rest of it is up to you, but I'm gonna tell you why I'm playing certain cards, right? So we're playing 2 Plunder Patrol lists, because it's your monster negate. Then we're gonna play the Plunder Patrol ship brand, which is your banish a back row. Basically, this is Cosmic Cyclone without paying life points. And then Plunder Patrol Shipyard, which if your opponent special summons a monster, you get to activate its effect, recycle one of your plunders, special summon another plunder. But you mainly use it to give them a token, because again, this deck was made to be fair and balanced, too fair and balanced in my opinion. And then you give them a token, light, dark, earth, whatever, so that way you could go into your light, fire, or dark ships, right? So that's why you use the Yord. Then you're gonna run 2 Plunder per ship Mu Arc to banish a card from the field, and then you get to, well, not a card, a monster specifically. You can't banish back row with that thing. And then the Coach King Giant Trainer is really good. So essentially, if you do your whole combo and you basically open the, well, you got 3 level 8s on the field, you get to draw 3 more cards. So if you do, depending on what type of combo you want to do, you could draw about to 5 cards with this deck, which is kind of crazy. So I don't go into it a lot, but well, I haven't, because I haven't played it too much, but I have it in there just in case. So if you want to take it out or anything like that, do so. And then I am playing 138 Hopebringer, because this deck doesn't have any spell negates or any, like, we don't negate spells or traps. We can only negate monsters and do stuff to monsters, so that's a weakness that the deck has. Then we're gonna play the number 90, like, again, it's gonna be your protection against Nibiru for your, if you're doing your combo. And then we play Zeus, because we're playing those Xyz monsters. And then we play IP Masquerena. We play 2 Blackbeard, the Plunder Patrol captains. You could get away with 2 of these in any Plunder Patrol deck. It's just you don't want to go in too crazy into the grand game, and you could recycle it with some of your ships, which is fine. You could actually recycle it with your Black Eyes as well. Then we're gonna play 1 SP Little Knight. Now the strongest board that you could probably make with this deck is IP on the field with Blackbeard under it, and then you're gonna go into your ships or the shenanigans. If you use your ship, use the IP and the ship to go into SP Little Knight, you banish a card on the field. If they activate any of the shenanigans, you banish 2 cards. The synergy within the deck can be crazy. For example, like I said, you activate this, send this to the graveyard, you draw into a card, you draw into another card, you do your combo. That's why I wanted to build a deck like this. You could definitely play it with just 2 level 8s with the MCT and the Happy, or just MCT and any one of the 2 if you're on a budget. It doesn't have to be the Happy, honestly speaking. But that is how I'm playing the deck. Enough with the yapping. Any comment, questions, or concerns in the comment section below. Let me know if you guys want to see me, the results, if I played on ladder and everything. If you want to make another video for it, let me know, because again, I'm just showing you my idea and the deck for this specific video. So with that being said, enough with the yapping, let's get into the replays. Alright familia, here we are for replay numero 1 out of the 2 that I have for you today, and we open up with a pretty brick hand, which is one of the problems with the deck. I don't know if this happens too. Again, I only play for 2 hours, which is like 5 matches. So here we're gonna set down the Call by the Grave, and like I said, this dude just went from 0 to 100 extremely quick, and you're gonna see why. So especially some of the Fenrir, I'm going to Effect Veiler it. Stop that right there, because that way we negate technically 2 effects from it, right? Because right now I'm pretty sure he could have banished the Call by the Grave here. But either way, they're going to activate the Supreme Seed Mary. I'm going to Ash it, because we're playing against Tier Limits Horus. We're playing against Horus, Tier Limits, Horus, whatever you want to call it. They're going to use both of these to link up into the SP Little Knight. Bring it out here. Now SP Little Knight doesn't get to activate its effect because it wasn't linked into with a link Xyz, or it wasn't linked into with an extra deck monster basically. So here we join to the MCT, which is extremely good. We're gonna activate the MCT, send itself, and the let me make sure, I gotta try and pronounce them right. The MCT and the Duamutef. If somebody knows how to pronounce it, let me know how. I'm gonna try and pronounce them right. But either way, we're gonna basically search out the Happy here. Well, we search out the King Sarcophagus, and we draw into the Happy, which is also really good. We're gonna send this Plunder Patrol Shipyard. Here, I decided to make a plan. I'm not gonna do Plunder Patrol shenanigans yet. I'm gonna activate the King Sarcophagus. That way we can send the Happy to the graveyard to send the other Quebec Mute to the graveyard. We're gonna special summon the Quebec. Then we're gonna special summon the Happy. We're gonna special all of them, all of the Horus monsters on the field. So here going to the battle phase, and there it is, Super Polymerization number 1. Because right here we have lethal damage. All 4 of these on the field, which is why I like playing them at 4, is 10,000, well, 12,700, which is insanity. But here they activate the Super Poly. We have 2 dark monsters on the field. Super Poly gets to go off. They send a Mudara to the graveyard, and with both of these, they're gonna make a Starving Venom Fusion Dragon. Bring it out here then. I'm gonna activate all 3 of these effects, which is really cool. So essentially we get to bounce cards back from the graveyard with the Happy. Again, he has the Mudara down there. He's gonna activate the Starving Venom, which is one of the reasons why some of these cards suck. For example, this thing says that your cards cannot be targeted because one of your Horus monsters left the field. But since you activate this, if he wants to chain onto that and target a card, he gets to do it. So this is kind of useless. But either way, they're gonna activate the Mudara, recycling the Fenrir and my MCT and the Kashtira Fenrir. Bring him back to the deck. Again, he targets one of my monsters because this is an immediate effect. They could do this. And then I get to draw 3 cards. So you get to draw 3 cards because of the fact that we have 3 different Horus monsters on the field and one of our cards left the field. So because of that, we draw 3 cards because we have 3 different names, 3 Horus names on the field. We draw 2 Effect Veiler, Black Eyes, and another Plunder Patrol ship. Our field spell. So here we're gonna use 2 of our level 8s to go into IP Mascarenita. Main phase 2, we didn't get to attack over anything. I'm gonna activate my Plunder Patrol shipyard to send the other patrol shipyard to get myself a Black Eyes to the hand. To get a Whitebeard to the hand. We're gonna normal summon the Whitebeard, use the Whitebeard and the Happy to link off into the Blackbeard. We're going to activate the Whitebeard's effect, special summon a Redbeard, activate the Blackbeard, recycle the Whitebeard to the hand. We're gonna activate the Blackbeard, go into one of our ships. We're gonna go into our Mork here because he has a dark monster on the field. We get to bring it back and we get to join to another card. We join to another Effect Veiler. We're gonna activate the Mork here so we could send the Whitebeard to the graveyard to banish the Venom and get ourselves another field spell. That way we have ammunition to activate our ships, because if we don't have any type of Plunder Patrol card in the hand, you cannot activate your ship. Now look at this. This board by itself is kind of crazy, right? So we have IP, we have a body for IP because we don't need this. We can go into any one of our ships, well, depending on what he has. We could go into another Blackbeard, and then if he sends a dark light monster, we go into another ship, right? With our Redbeard, and then we can banish a card on the field as well. We also have the Cold by the Grave and 2 Effect Veilers. So we went from nothing to all of this. So here they're gonna activate Super Polymerization number 2. Now, he decided to go for these 2 here, and I don't know why he wouldn't just go with these. Well, never mind, I guess he probably couldn't. So they're gonna send the transactional rollback to the graveyard. With both of these, it's gonna go into the Garura. Bring it out here. Here I'm gonna activate the Redbeard's effect to attach it to our Mork to, you know, that way if we special summon the Blackbeard with our list at any point in time, we don't have to worry about this thing not having an attachment. Now he goes for the battle phase. We could have activated our Mork and banished the Garura, but I decided, just in case he has any other shenanigans, because he hasn't even normal summoned yet, I decided to save our banish for anything else. So he's gonna attack over the IP, get it out of here. He's gonna normal summon an Arcfiend Harius, or Harshi, however you say that. He's gonna go into the Predapar Virtua Anaconda. Then he's gonna activate the Garura. Right now, I don't want him drawing a card. I know he doesn't have anything in the hand now, so we're gonna call by the grave the Garura here. And then this guy proceeds to activate the Virtua Anaconda, paying the 2,000 life points to go into Super Poly again. What? So that means you had a target to get rid of my 2 dark monsters, now that I think so, because you need the 2 dark monsters on the field. So you could have got rid of this and IP with your Super Poly. Why wouldn't you just do that? I guess because I don't know. Either way, we're gonna activate the Effect Veiler here, and we're gonna negate the Predaplan Virtua Anaconda, and I believe he just scoots from here on out, right? Yes, sir. And that's it. So as you can see, the deck has synergy, which is why I'm gonna keep testing it. And if you guys want to see it, let me know. I'll make another video. If not, I'll move on from it, right? So with that being said, let's go into the next replay. Alright gang, here we are for replay number 2 of the day. And this replay actually shows you the main flaw or flaws of this deck. mainly because, again, like I said, they're 2 old engines, but I'm still gonna show them to you because I think it's really cool. So we're gonna activate the MCT, send itself in the Demutef to the graveyard. That way we could get ourselves the King Sarcophagus and draw a card. Unfortunately, we drew into another Whitebeard. I was hoping to draw into a Blackbeard or even a Golden Ear would have been really good here. But either way, I'm gonna activate the MCT to special summon it, special summon the Demutef. Not activate, they just happen. There's no activation, they just happen. So here we're gonna go into our number 90, that way we're protected from the Biru. Send the Whitebeard to the graveyard, send another copy of one of our HORUS, the Quebrefutef. Now we activate the Whitebeard. Now mind you, this is one of the downsides of opening with the Whitebeard and having to send it with your King Sarcophagus, is that you can't special summon any monster after this unless it's a Plunder Patrol monster. So here we're gonna special summon the Golden Ear, normal summon the other copy of Whitebeard, and go into our Blackbeard. Because it was the best play that we could make. I have a max in Ash Blossom, so I wasn't too worried. And again, to be optimal, this is the best thing that I could have done at the time. Which our opponent has to take the Maxi challenge because it went through. Now, mind you, I'm basically showing you this replay to show you all the shenanigans the flaws of the deck, basically. So here they're going to activate the Medica Eclasia, special summon it. We're going to draw a card off of that. And they're going to activate this effect. Now here, I thought I was playing against Labyrinth. So because I thought I was playing against Labyrinth, I know they're going to get the Nadir Servant, send the MCT to the graveyard to pop a card, and then start doing Labyrinth shenanigans. And that's what I thought. So here I'm going to activate my Blackbeard. Because you have a light monster on the field, that means I get to bring my list onto the field because she's a light ship. Negate this thing for no reason because they had the Nadir Servant anyway. Send the MCT to the graveyard. And I'm actually playing against a real Domatica player, not Labyrinth, which is why I was holding the Ash. But either way, now I know they're gonna send the MCT to the graveyard anyways. They activate the MCT, trying to pop my list. So I'm gonna activate the list, send the Redbeard to the graveyard. By sending Redbeard to the graveyard, we negate that thing's effect. I'm gonna activate the Redbeard, attach it to the list, and then I'm gonna activate list second effect to special summon the Redbeard back onto the field. This is why I love playing this deck, because it's a lot of jumping from the hand, from the graveyard to the field. That's just so cool to me. But either way, I special summon it because I haven't used his first effect to quick effect to go into a ship. I didn't want to bring the Blackbeard back onto the field because we already used his effect. It would have been useless, right? So that's why we did it that way. Now they activate the Necros of Brionac, and I'm gonna ash that thing again. I don't know what deck I'm playing against. I don't think I've ever seen this deck. I've seen Domatica decks, but I don't even think this is a complete Domatica deck. But they're gonna activate the Domatica Matrix, getting themselves the White Relic of Domatica to the hand, getting the Domatica Calamity to the hand, activating the Domatica Calamity, sending a Hero of Arclight. That way they can ritual summon into the White Relic of Domatica. Bring it out here. And they activate the Hero of Arclight, activating the White Relic of Domatica. Now basically it's just giving this thing my monster's attack, so it's gonna go from 1500 to 4000. They're gonna get a Necros of Klausolas, and then they're gonna send another Hero of Arclight, activate its effect, getting itself a Necro Unicorn. They're gonna special the Klausolas, the Necros of Klausolas. Well, no, they use this effect to get a Necros Kaleidoscope. They're gonna activate the Kaleidoscope, sending another Hero of Arclight. Yo, this guy is crazy. And they're basically gonna ritual summon the Unicorn onto the field, activating the Hero of Arclight, getting themselves a Necros Mirror. This guy was cooking. This guy was definitely cooking. And he's gonna banish two of the ritual monsters so they can ritual summon into a Trishula, Necro of Trishula. Activate that thing's effect. They're basically gonna banish a... This thing is crazy, actually, which I'm glad you get to see it, because we don't get to see cards like deck like this often. So this thing rips a card from your hand randomly. It's gonna banish a card from the field, and it's gonna banish a card from the graveyard. This thing is tough. So he basically gets rid of my King Sarcophagus, gets rid of the Golden Ear, and then he randomly hits my Bluebeard, which I'm upset about. He goes to the battle phase, slaps my number 90, slaps my Redbeard, get it out of here, and then he slapped my Liz. So he completely dismantled my whole board. Maxi wasn't even all that great. Well, it was because we get follow-up from it, right? But we have to basically get rid of this field now. We got to activate the MCT, sending itself into Happy, getting another copy of the Sarcophagus, and drawing a card. We join to our Golden Air, activate the Sarcophagus, special summon the MCT, special summon the Happy, special summon the Mephitab, special summon. That is so tough, bro. It's like the whole gang just pulled up. The whole Pharaoh gang was like, yeah, we in here now with our big sticks and all of that. So we basically go for the battle phase because this thing gets beefy, so we could attack over this now. Get it out of here. Now we're gonna activate the Happy, and instead of attacking it because it's smaller than the monster that was on the field, the Trishula, we just send it to the graveyard with a King Sarcophagus, which is insane. So then we use the MCT to destroy his, we basically gonna destroy his whole field off of nothing. We're gonna use 2 of our level 8s to go into our Hopebringer because he does have the Domagica Matrix in the back, so that way we can negate it and suck it up. And then with both of these, we're gonna go into the IP Mascarenita, bring it out here. I'm gonna normal summon my Redbeard, set down our Crossout Designator, and go about our business, right? This was a really crazy duel. So here they're gonna activate the Necros of Briomac. I'm gonna activate the Redbeard because they have light monsters in the graveyard. I'm gonna go into my second copy of the list, and then they're gonna get the Unicorn onto the hand, activating the Kaleidoscope in the graveyard, banishing itself in another monster so they can get another Kaleidoscope to the hand. Activate the Necros Mirror, banishing itself in another ritual monster to get a Necros Cycle, end the turn with a back row, and I think that's all they had, unfortunately. Oh no, they activated the Domagica Punishment, targeting our number 38 Hopebringer. This is the deck's weakness. Evenly Match will body you. Traps can kind of body you. I mean, you could dodge them, right, with IP Masquerena if you want. Now, I couldn't do that here because there's no point in doing it. But again, traps and spells, if you don't have the Hopebringer, can legitimately body your whole board. So he does that, pops this thing, and then he scoops because there's nothing else he could do. It is what it is. But great duel, man. Great duel between two not new decks or anything like that. I think it's really cool that we get to see duels like this, because everything else nowadays is fire hydrants, snakes, and ice and things. So with that being said, let's go back to the deck list. Alright gang, so here we are back at the deck list portion of the video. Again, also I'm just trolling when I'm talking about the snake eyes and the fire hydrants and all of that. Again, play whatever you want to play. I have nothing against any decks anymore. I stopped that deck hating shenanigans already, because Konami's gonna do what Konami does. There's no point in complaining about decks because there's nothing we could do about it. Nobody's gonna sign a petition or something to ban a whole deck or anything like that. So why do we even complain anymore? Either way, this is the deck list. Again, if you guys have any comment, questions, and concern, in the comment section below. I am gonna try and keep playing it to test it out. Let me know if you guys want to see that, because again, I just want to test it out. And this was the first thing I played because I got my internet back today, and I wanted to show you guys and give you guys a video because I don't like going more than 2 to 3 days without posting something. So that's why we have it like this. Now again, let me know if you guys want to see more of it. If not, then I want to make a HORUS Kashira deck. I want to play pure Kashira first though, so I might just do that. And then for the limited to 1 event, I'm going to make a HORUS deck. It's going to be a bunch of limited to 1 level 8s. It's going to be one of those go in second, destroy the board, and slap somebody with the Dragubion line. That's all I'm going to do because I want free gems. If it works well, I'm going to show it to you guys and I'm going to tell you to build it. So with that being said, enough with the yapping. Continue having a great day, and I'm going to catch you guys next time. Peace. Oh, also, yeah, I'm still planning on playing Salaman Great and Mementos and stuff like that. I just gotta, get the cards, build the decks, and do all of that. We're gonna get into that soon. I'm out.